Good evening from Minnesota, and welcome to the 2014 Major League Baseball All-Star Game from Target Field. Today, the National and American League square off in an exhibition matchup to determine home field advantage in the World Series. We're broadcasting live from the Astros broadcast booth powered by Inattack on the Operation Sports Radio Network. The batting lineup for the National League leading off the second baseman Jose Altuve, the shortstop batting second Jose Aaerios, batting third the DH Miguel Cabrera, in left field batting fourth Carlos Gonzalez, batting fifth at first base Joey Votto, batting sixth in right field Yasiel Puig, in center field batting seventh Adam Jones, followed by the catcher Yadier Molina, and batting ninth the third baseman Chase Headley. Michael Wacha, the Astros a second-year man from Texas A&M, 22 years old, 6'6", 210 righty, 12 wins, 1 loss, 2.55 ERA, has pitched in 19 games, allowing 108 hits, 27 walks, and striking out 106. Wacha's been fantastic for the Astros en route to pacing them for the best record in baseball. The National League will be wearing the blue tops with the gray pants. The American League will be sporting the red tops with the white pants. So Jose Altuve leads things off to start this 2014 All-Star Game, 269, 5 home runs, and 35 RBI. Michael Wacha working from the customary right side of the rubber. Looks in, takes a sign from Ramos. Altuve, the right-handed batter, shakes the bat behind his head, the first offering. First pitch, swinging line drive to left field, and it falls for a base hit. This will be extra bases for Jose Altuve. Rounds first base and heads for second. Carl Crawford gets the ball back in, so a leadoff double starts things off for the National League. Next batter, Miguel Cabrera, batting .338, 27 home runs, and 75 RBIs at the break for one of the best hitters in baseball. Altuve now at third base. Wacha kicks, fires, fastball lifted into deep center field. Trout is there. He will make the catch. Altuve will tag up from third base, and the National League takes an early 1-0 lead after the sacrifice fly by Miguel Cabrera. Next batter, the first baseman Joey Votto, .315 average, 29 home runs, and 76 RBIs. Runner at first base and 2 outs. Wacha sets out the belt, kicks, fires. Line drive to center field. Trout runs up and makes the catch. So after 1/2 inning, National League 1, American League coming up with Ellsbury, Trout, and Goldschmidt. 2014 All-Star Game, Operation Sports Radio Network. Welcome back. The batting lineup for the American League leading off the DH Jacoby Ellsbury. Batting second in center field, Mike Trout. The first baseman batting third, Paul Goldschmidt. In right field and cleaning up, Jose Bautista. At second base batting fifth, Robinson Cano. The shortstop batting sixth, Troy Tulowitzki, followed by the third baseman, David Wright. The left fielder, Carl Crawford, and behind the plate batting ninth, Wilson Ramos. Sonny Gray, second year from Vanderbilt, 24-year-old right-hander, 5'11", 180. 7 wins, 2 losses, 2.26 ERA. And started 19 games, allowing 105 hits, walking 45 batters, and striking out 102. So Jacoby Ellsbury, the DH, will lead things off for the American League. National League leads 1-0. Ellsbury batting .299 with 15 home runs and 61 RBI for the Oakland Athletics. Sonny Gray toes the rubber, takes a sign from his catcher Yadier Molina. Body angled towards the third base dugout, kicks, fires. Breaking ball misses low and inside. Gray's repertoire consists of a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seamer, a changeup, curveball, and a slider, the 2-2. Changeup tapped to first base, scooped up by Votto, touches the bag for out number 1. That brings up the Astros center fielder Mike Trout. He's batting .295, 23 home runs, and 59 driven in. Trout's had quite the turnaround this season, was batting below the Mendoza line for the first 2 months. In the last month, he's batting a blistering .395. First pitch, swing and a miss by Mike Trout. The count's no balls and 1 strike. Ray looks in, digs in his glove for the pitch. Turns, kicks, fires. The 0-1. Fastball tapped foul. Off to the right side to the count to Mike Trout as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss by Mike Trout on a high fastball. So 2 up and 2 down for Sonny Gray. And now Paul Goldschmidt, the first baseman, digs in, .363. 23 home runs and 84 RBIs, leads Major League Baseball in batting average. First pitch from Gray. Fastball in the dirt, and Goldschmidt could not check his swing. So the count's even at 1 ball and 1 strike, 2 outs, bottom 1. The 1-1. Fastball is chopped foul up to the right side. So the count runs to 1 ball and 2 strikes to Paul Goldschmidt, an early MVP candidate. for Major League Baseball. The 1-2. Swing and a miss by Goldschmidt, and Molina hangs on. So after 1 inning complete, National League 1, American League nothing. Welcome back to the 2014 All-Star Game. James Shields now in a pitch for the National League. Has started 19 games, has an 8-3 record, 2.63 ERA. Has pitched in 133 and a third innings, allowing 46 walks and striking out 102. So Carl Crawford digs in to lead things off for the American League here in the bottom of the 5th inning. National League still leads 1-0. Crawford's 1 for 1 with a single back in the 2nd inning. Shields turns, kicks, fires. First pitch swinging from Carl Crawford, chased a high fastball, strike 1. 1 outs, bottom 5. Crawford, left-handed hitter, is having a nice season for the Toronto Blue Jays, the 0-1. Breaking ball is chopped in front of home plate, picked up by Molina, fires to first base in time. So 2 quick outs for James Shields. Now the catcher Wilson Ramos digs in for the American League. 0 for 1, popped up back in the 3rd, batting .255, 15 home runs and 41 RBIs. For the Boston Red Sox catcher. No man on and 2 outs, bottom 5. Shields turns, kicks the pitch. Looping breaking ball is popped to the right side out of play. Count's now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 11th pitch of the at-bat is on its way. Fastball misses high and outside. And the count's now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes to Wilson Ramos. Has a good eye. .325 on base percentage on the season for the catcher. Has battled a nagging quad injury for the better portion of the season, but has still found a way to be productive. The 3-2. Fastball off the plate, away, ball 4. So a 2-out walk for James Shields brings up a pinch hitter for the American League, first baseman Eric Hosmer. The Detroit Tigers batting .295, 12 home runs, and 48 RBIs. And run first base, 2 outs. National League up by 1, bottom 5. Shields sets at the chest, kicks, fires. Swung on and hit to left field. That ball is carrying back to the wall, looking up, and it's gone! Eric Hosmer! How do you do, Mr. Hosmer? A 2-run shot to the bleachers in left field puts the American League up 2-1. Eric Hosmer with a nice drive off the high fastball from James Shields. That brings up the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's 0 for 2, struck out and bounced out. Bases empty, 2 outs. American League up 2-1. Shields takes a sign from Molina, kicks, fires. Fastball is pop foul up to the right side. So the count to Mike Trout is no balls and 2 strikes. Batting .275 with 2 strikes. 0-2 pitch on its way. Fastball is skied into shallow center field. Adam Jones is there. Waits for it and makes the catch for out number 3. But the American League in the 5th inning, 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no men left on base. 2014 All-Star Game, Operation Sports Radio Network. Welcome back. Jesse Crain into pitch for the American League. The Mariners right-hander has pitched in 21 games, has an 0-2 record. A 1.96 ERA, has pitched in 18 1/3 innings, allowing 9 walks and striking out 21 batters. So Yadier Molina leads things off here in the top of the 8th inning. American League up 2-1. First pitch is swung on and hit foul. For the count to Molina, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Crane sets at the chest. The 2-2 home. Pop foul right side. And now to play once again. So we'll reset. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Molina batting .295 for the Cincinnati Reds. Crane sets the 2-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss by Yadier Molina. 4 out, number 1. Next batter, Evan Longoria, the pinch hitter, batting .269, 17 home runs, and 56 RBIs for the Milwaukee Brewers. First pitch, strike. Outside corner with a fastball from Crane. His repertoire consists of a 4-seam fastball, curveball, changeup, and a slider, the 0-1. Breaking ball, swing and a miss by Longoria. No balls, 2 strikes. Crane sets at the chest. Ramos set up inside. Here it comes. Breaking ball hit off to the right side. Scooped up by Cano. Spins, fires in time for out number 2. What a play by Robinson Cano. Stole a base hit right from Evan Longoria. So the next batter is Jose Altuve, the second baseman. He's 1 for 2, singled back in the 5th inning. First pitch from Crane, low and inside fastball. Strike one. No balls and one strike. Crane sets. The 0-1. Curveball bounces second base. Cano fields it cleanly. Fires first in time. So a 1-2-3 inning for Jesse Crane after 7.5 American League 2, National League 1. 2014 All-Star Game, Operation Sports Radio Network. Welcome back through 7.5 National League. 1 run on 4 hits and no errors. American League 2 runs on 5 hits and 1 error. The new pitcher for the National League is Steve Chiswick. Has made 30 appearances, has a 1-2 record and a 1.75 ERA. Brian McCann, the batter for the American League. 267, 13 home runs and 45 RBIs. Infield shaded to pull. The first offering is lined on the left field line, and it's fair right over the third base bag. And that'll be a single for Brian McCann. So hit against the shift. And a throw across the diamond is not in time. McCann got a few feet off the bag. So the man of the hour, Eric Hosmer, hit a 2-run shot back in the 5th inning to give the AL a 1-run lead. Runner on first base and no outs, bottom 8. First pitch from Chiswick. Slider inside, almost hit Hosmer right in the thigh. Hosmer, a first-round pick back in 2008. The 1-0. Fastball chopped to first base, scooped up by Votto, throws to second for 1, back to first, and not in time. Hosmer beats out the throw. So a runner on first base, Paul Goldschmidt, the batter. He's 0 for 3, bounced out back in the 6th inning. Hosmer, the runner on first base, and 2 outs, bottom 8. Chiswick sets at the belt, kicks, fires. Hosmer takes off for second. The throw is in time, and Molina guns him down for out number 3. So Aroldis Chapman now called upon to close this ball game out for the American League. Has a 3.08 ERA, has converted 28 of 30 save opportunities. So with 1 out, the batter is the DH Miguel Cabrera. 1 for 2, singled and drove in an RBI. Chapman turns, kicks, fires. First offering is pop foul behind the dugout and into the second deck. So the count's no balls and 1 strike to Cabrera. Ramos sent up inside. The 0-1 is popped in the infield. Goldschmidt will run over. He will camp under it and makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down for Aroldis Chapman. And the next man up is the left fielder, Carlos Gonzalez. He's 1 for 3 with a single back in the 3rd inning. Chapman takes a sign from Ramos. Kicks, fires. Slider outside corner, swing and a miss by Gonzalez. No balls, 1 strike. Chapman can get his fastball up to the triple digits. The 0-1 that is lined off to the left side for strike 2. So it all comes down to 1 pitch for the National League. The 0-2 home. Swing and a miss by Carlos Gonzalez, and the American League has home field advantage in the 2014 World Series. What a performance across the board from the AL All-Stars. Michael Wacha set the tone early. Pitched 4 innings complete, only allowing 3 hits and 1 run. Eric Hosmer, the player of the game, 1 for 2 with a big 2-run home run to left field to put the AL up 2-1 back in the 5th inning. So the National League, 1 run on 4 hits and no errors. American League, 2 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. You've been listening to the 2014 All-Star Game on the Operation Sports Radio Network. On behalf of broadcast engineer X Crowbar and statistician Jake Elman, so long from Target Field, the AL defeats the NL 2-1 and takes home field advantage in the 2014 World Series. Thanks for listening. Good night, everybody.